Hello students, good morning. Today I am going to discuss in this chapter. We already completed 2 sessions. In the previous session, in session 2, we discussed some concepts of terminating expansions and non-terminating expansions. Right? The terminating decimals and non-terminating decimals. In terminating decimals, so how you can define the terminating decimals? If a rational number is in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0, in that the p divides the denominator q exactly without leaving any remainder. It means the division becomes completely ends with the remainder 0, and what we are getting the quotient, no, that quotient is called as a terminating decimals. Terminating decimals, right? And next one, second, non-terminating decimals. So non-terminating means similar to the terminating, but in that the division will not be ends. Even we are making continuous division, it will not be end, or we cannot get the remainder as a 0 in non-terminating. Right? So a rational number is in the form of p by q. In that q is not equal to 0. If p divides the numerator p divides the denominator q, then the remainder will not be equal to 0, or the quotient is in the continuous form. So that kind of the decimal expansions are called as a non-terminating expansion. In non-terminating expansion, we have some different type of the digits will be repeated. So that repetition we call it as a periodic repetition, or recurring or circulating repetition of the digits. Right? For example, if I divide 1 by 3 means I will get 0.333333. In that the digit group of the single digit 3 will be repeats continuously. For example, 1 by 3 it is equal to 0.3333, right? This series will be in the continuous form. Okay, so in non-terminating decimal expansions, whether a single digit or a group of the digits will be repetition after the intervals, right? Next one, we call these are the repeated periods, and we discussed one more concept, that is the length of the period. Length of the periods means the how many times in the decimal, how many numbers will be repeated in the same sequential orders. For example, if suppose 0.2323 here, after every 2 digits the same numbers or same digits should be repeating here. So these type of the periodic decimals are called as the length of the periodic, right? So we discussed one more concept, that is without doing any calculation we can find whether the given rational number is terminating or non-terminating. How you can find that whether the given rational number is terminating or non-terminating? We just prime factorize the denominator value what we are having in rational number, no? For example, 24 by 40. It is an example for rational number because it is in the form of p by q, right? So it is in the form of p by q, means where q is not equal to 0, q is exactly equal to 40. So we need to factorize the 40 by using their prime factors. What is that first prime number? 2. So just divide it to 40 by 2. 2 20s are, 2 10s are, 2 5s are, 5 1s are. So 24 by 40 can also be written as 24 by 40 can also be written as 2 raised to 3 and 5 raised to n, 5 raised to 1, right? So the rational number is terminating when their denominator is in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, in which m and n are the positive integers. Either it may be in the form of 2 raised to n, yes, the given number is rational number, or it is completely terminates, or denominator, when we are factorizing the denominator, if it is in the form of 5 raised to n also, the given number is terminating. Or when we are factorizing the denominator, it is in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m both, then also the denominator will be completely terminates. And last one is, if we are getting any other prime number like 3, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19 like this, then the given rational number will not be terminates. So this is the easiest method to find whether the given rational number is terminating or not. Okay. In this session also we will discuss some more examples related to that concept only. After that we will discuss the conversion of the recurring decimals. Okay. See the first question. Without actual division, find which of the following rational numbers are terminating decimals. So these type of questions will be very important. Okay. Just you need to check here whether the given rational number is terminating or not by factorizing the denominator value. First one, 5 by 32. Second one, 5 by 13. Third one, 157 by 120. Solve these three. Just check whether the given rational numbers are terminating or non-terminating. We are not dividing here. They already told in the question, without doing any division. Find whether the given rational number is terminating or non-terminating. So the given rational number is in the form of p by q. In that denominator value is already 32. Just factorize the denominator. 2 16s are, 2 8s are, 2 4s are, 2 2s are, and 2 1s are. That now 32 can be write it as 1 2 3 4 5, 2 raised to 5. What we are getting now? 32 is nothing but a 2 raised to 5. So this 5 by 32 can also be written as 2 raised to 5. Now, whether it is terminating or non-terminating, the denominator is in the form of 2 raised to n. Denominator is in the form of 2 raised to n. So the given rational number is purely terminating value. What is the one more value required here? 5 raised to 5, and we need to multiply the same value for the numerator also. Now 5 write as it is. 5 raised to 5 means just multiply 5 times. 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125, 125 5s are 625, and 625 5s are 625 into 5. 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, carry 2 means 12, 5 6s are 30, 31, right? So when we are multiplying 5 times, we get it as a 3125. 5 5s are 25, carry 2, 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 2 is 12, again carry 1, 5 6 are 30, 30 plus 1 is 31, 3125 divided by, no, just see the bases here, bases are different, it is in the form of a raised to m into b raised to m. What is that factor formula? A raised to m, when the bases are different with the common powers, here powers are same with the different bases, right? Now we are multiplying the bases and write the power as it is. It means 2 raised to 5 into 5 raised to 5. 2 into 5 whole raised to 5. 2 5s are 10, 10 raised to 5. So this 10 raised to 5 right here, 10 raised to 5. Now multiply these two. 5 5s are 25, carry 2, 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 2 is 12, again carry 1, 5 1s are 5, 6, 5 3s are 15 divided by 10 raised to 5 is nothing but 1 lakh. So 15,625 divided by 1 lakh means 0.15625. This is the required terminated value of the rational number 5 by 32. So this can be written as 5 by 32, which is equal to 0.15625. Okay, next, calculate that next second question. What is that second one? 5 by 13. 5 by 13. We have 13 in the place of denominator. So just factorize the 13 with the help of the prime numbers. So 13 ones are 13. 13 ones are 13. So 5 by 13 can also be written as 13 here. When we are prime factorizing the denominator, again the value is 13 only. It is purely other than 2 and 5. So the given rational number is non-terminating. In these cases, we need to write that 13 is non-prime numbers other than 2 and 5. So this is a purely non-terminating, or simply you can write it as 5 by 13 is non-terminating. Why? Because in the place of denominator we have 13, which is other than the factor form of the 2 and 5. See the next question. What is that third question? 157 by 120. So take directly denominator value. Start the prime factorization of 120. 2 60s are, 2 30s are, 2 15s are. 15 is odd number, so it is not divisible by 2. Take the next prime number, that is 3. 3 5s are, 5 1s are. So 157 divided by 120. How you can write the 120? 2 raised to 3. 1 2 3 into 3 raised to 1 into 5 raised to 1. Now just observe the denominator values. 2 raised to 3, 3 raised to 1, 5 raised to 1, whether it is terminating or not. If the given rational number is terminating, when we are prime factorizing the denominator, it should be in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. We have one more term here, that is 3. We have one more prime number, that is 3. Okay, so this is also non-terminating. 157 by 120 is non-terminating, why? Because here we have 3 as a one of the prime number which is other than 2 and 5. Okay, so these are the some examples related to the terminating of the rational numbers. Okay, in the next session we will discuss about the irrational numbers and we will discuss about the some radicals. Okay, until then, be happy, have a nice day.